Now, YouTube, what's going on? What's going on? So, I haven't uploaded in a few days now. Um, and this is the reason why. So, man, this was a crazy trade I made. Crazy trade. So, it was a DKNG. Where do I start? First of all, I don't really use the RSI, but I will explain the reason why the RSI is on my chart right now. So let's start out with Monday. So Monday, I made a trade. It was supposed to be a simple in and out trade, like I always do. Now, my strategy lets me know when the stock is overbought, and whenever it's overbought, it usually does sell off. So this missed couple stuff happens that made me not be able to sell out when I wanted to, like right here, for example. So let's start out. On Monday, I placed a trade right here on this green line. This line was here before this, by the way. I drew this. It was oversold on the 4 hour time frame. So I started buying, buying my puts for it to reverse, right? So, in me doing so, something really bad happened. I'll go over here and I'll show you what I mean. So on that day, on the Monday, right? So before that, actually, I was in a trade because I'm not trading with a large account. I'm trading with a small account. So I was in a trade already, which was this Dell put right here. So Dell put about 3 contract, total about 1,500, right? So okay, great. So after that, I then accidentally I was up $500. I think no, it wasn't 500. I was up quite a bit on this. I wanted to sell this contract for $500, basically, but I was up quite a bit for this trade. Super excited. My win streak continues. Um, but then this is where everything went bad. So instead of me selling my 3 contract, I accidentally bought four on another 3 contract. So I was like, dang, and because I'm not trading with a large account, so this is a big hit to me. So then I end up selling these contracts, but I used up a lot of my funds already by accident because it's supposed to be in and out, blah blah. Blah. Win this trade, that this trade was a win, but I still end up losing. I think it was $60 on this because I was supposed to originally, because I bought the contract for 500 when I was supposed to sell it. So I ended up buying for 5, but I ended up selling it for 490 because I didn't want to be in the trade anymore. And funny enough, I was down. I wasn't down, but I just didn't make as much. So it was still profit. I think of 170 something for the day. But then I got into this trade right here. I shouldn't have because I didn't have the funds to do what I usually do, which is go in heavy and then keep going in and then come out so I can come out quickly. So this is where everything fell apart for me. So I bought for a contract. This gets crazy, guys. I'm just being honest. This trade gets absolutely crazy. So this let's listen up. So bought for a contract. Okay. Did I buy another 3, and then bought another 2, because the trade kept going against me. No, I know the way that I trade is very not usually how people trade, okay? But it's just my strategy. I trust it. And as a matter of fact, today, after what happened, excuse me, I'm really trusting my strategy. The fact that I got out of this trade with what at the end of this video, I'll tell you guys how I got out of the trade. But the fact that I got out of this trade is just shows me that my strategy is really works. It really works. And this was the big test. I was said to myself, if I could pass this test, if my strategy could withstand this, I can withstand anything. And this trade went against me like crazy. So let's start out. So as you can see, I kept buying contracts. I bought another 2, bought another 1. This is all in the same day. I bought 5 contracts. It's all in the same day, didn't I? And then I bought another 2 contracts. So I kept buying contracts. Um, also have a easier way to do this next time, so I don't have to keep buying so many contracts. So then on Tuesday, which was the following day, yes, I then had my money settled from the previous Monday, so I kept buying puts. 5, 3, 2, 7, 1. No, this is actually a different trade actually. 7 contract. I kept buying puts. I know that this is completely crazy, but it's just the way my strategy works. It works. It just you have to trust it. And then on I also made a trade right here. I bought MU. I bought MU somewhere and I sold it. I made a profit. I think like $30. This was perfect. So what happened was, believe it or not, guys, this trade, it really cost me more than what I lost. It wasn't much, but because of this trade tied up my funds, I literally missed out on the market tanking. QQQ. I had QQQ on my list for like 4 days, waiting. Microsoft. I had Microsoft on my list, waiting, and I just didn't have the funds to go into any other trade. I had to put everything towards this trade. I even had to put more money. I had to throw an extra $400 to put into this trade, and I was willing to put another $700 into it. It sounds crazy, but I trust this. I trust my strategy. I really do. And my biggest mistake too, I do have to. What this trade also taught me was to be a little bit more patient, because as you can see, I kept buying contracts too quickly. I said it in my last videos too about at 53 and then 56 and then 51. It was too many contracts. Now I know I will just wait until the end of the day, then I buy my puts. Like instead of buying it throughout the entire day, I just wait till the end of the day. If I notice it going against me a lot, and just wait for each end of the day, I buy puts to lower my average instead of buying it all the damn time. It's crazy. Okay, so as you can see, guys, it gets really crazy. That's another 3 contract, another 3 contract, 8 contracts. Yeah, 8. Then I bought another 3 contract, and then I bought another 4 contracts. Yes, even more. I bought another 3 contract, and then I bought another 3 contract. Yes, guys, I bought more. 5 contracts. And they think I'm not gonna buy them more. No, you're wrong. I bought 15 contracts. You're like, oh, no more, right? Nope, wrong. I bought another 7 contracts right here. And then with a grand total of what? Of 92 contracts. I know, that sounds crazy. This is a deposit, by the way, 400 I put in. I know it sounds crazy, but I just did what I had. I knew my strategy works. I trust it with everything I have. I really, really do trust it, and I have to trust it in order for me to win my trade, because this trade went crazy against me. My average on this trade was 45, but it's just usually I would have been able to get out of the trade faster, but my mistake I did on that day did not allow me to on Monday didn't allow me to get out the trade. Like usually I get out the trade right here, so my average would be like really tight. Usually my average are really tight, so something like I'll buy a lot of puts, like let's say up here. This pullback right here would have been enough for me to be profitable and get out the trade, but my funds did not settle in until this day, and then as you can clearly see, it went against me, and it kept going and going, and I kept buying puts, bought puts, bought puts. The RSI is on my chart because I was looking at the 4-hour time frame, and I know once I saw the RSI was burning up, I also knew we were going to come back. There's a couple of reasons why I knew we were going to come back. Today was the day. Was number one, this resistance, this right here, was a third touch on the daily time frame, which made me really happy, because I don't usually draw any lines. You guys can look at them. I was drawing lines everywhere, trying to figure out what's going on, where this thing gonna reverse. I get rid of them because I don't use lines, but it's good to know I can always rely on it when needed. Actually, before I do that, let me show you guys something. So the way that I draw my support and resistance are beautiful. They work very well. Believe it or not, this support you see coming right here was actually drawn the day before. So I draw the support here. where would it potentially bounce and where would it fail. um I know this video is going to be a little bit longer than usual, but this trade was crazy. So this line I drew yesterday um was this support right here. I noticed it was bouncing from here in the morning, and it bounced right here, bounced right here, bounced right here. So guess what I knew? I knew they were trying to trap people in a bull. That's made me even more. Believe it or not, this pump, I was really happy about this push up, because this let me knew that they were trying to bull trap people, and it did work. It was like 67k to like 13k in call to put ratio. So I'm like, okay, great. So okay, they can trap a bunch of people. I knew they were going to trap a bunch of people. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. That's what even made me happy. I was hoping that they would do this actually, and they did it, and the whole kept me crazy. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Um, and then this what happened, and then it tanked, and then I sold my contract right around here. Not the first time, not this pump down, this one. I sold my puts right here. I lost like 182, which is not a lot. I made that back in like 2 days. So I could easily make that back. But I want to show you guys something. Check this out. I took a screenshot to show you guys things got bad. Look at this. Look at this. Have you ever seen this? This is how you save your plays, guys. This is what I was looking at. I know you guys think that I'm risking, like I'm gonna blow my account up this way. It just, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's just really hard to do it. As long as you just trust the system, it's really hard to do it. It really is. The market always got to pull back. I don't care what happens. It always has to pull back. This was the first time this ever happened, and with all my other plays, including QQQ, I had everything ready, yo. I had everything ready. I wanted to buy some TQQQs right here when the market was tanking. Yeah, right here. I want to buy TQQ because I knew we were going to drop faster. I had everything planned already. Microsoft was also about puts. I wanted to buy puts on Microsoft. Everything was so perfect for me. Perfect, perfect. But the king came around and said, psych. Uh, yeah. So then Mark came down here. Then I sold. Believe it or not, even though here's the crazy part though, theta was so bad that even though this contract came down to here, it was still barely at profit, barely. Even though it came back right down to where I originally started buying my puts. That is crazy, but I end up making it out. But I do believe this. Let me see. No, it probably won't come down much further. It might just continue its way up, but that play was absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. So here's the profit right here. I trust this. I trust my system now more than ever. So as you can clearly see, I made $916 in one day, right? On the week, I'm down $36, but as you see over here, I was down a lot more than that. So I'm happy for this. So I'm gonna keep making my money now. That was just a fluke. That was a news. What happened was the news came out about Penn buying DKNG, or they combining or something like that. So a news came out, and people get thirsty when stuff like that happens. So at least I know now that my strategy can withstand at least a news like that, a massive news like that. My strategy still came through for me and still helped me win my trade when everybody was selling, because I know everyone sold except for me. Everyone sold except for me. So what I was saying earlier too was, see this right here, this resistance level and this support level, and also this one, these were drawn by me. Like I drew these support levels because I tried looking everywhere else just for help, and I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing? Before the way that I trade, I used to be really good at finding support and resistance, and I knew that this would be the biggest resistance that could happen. If this one did not resist, then it would have been this one right here, and I'd buy puts here our little puts right here. And if this put didn't hold up, then I knew for a fact that we were going to sell off right here. I'm gonna put a lot of my money back here to reduce my average even more. But okay, guys. So I'm finished with this trade. Coming on Monday, I'm gonna go back to my regular scheduled programming. I'm just winning my trade. This was just a freak stuff. I couldn't predict this. This happens. But every other one of my trades worked out. Every one of them, except for this. So this was the ultimate test for me to see if I could really win this trade. I've never ever been in this negative, and I was not. I was a little worried, but I wasn't panicking. I wasn't like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose all my money. I don't know what to do. I knew exactly what to do. I had until expiration date 7/19, so I wasn't worried. I had 1 month to get this trade right, and I was gonna get it right. And this is how you save your trade, guys. Like this is how you, if you have faith in what you trade in, then you have to just go with it. You have to trust your system, and don't let the market try to manipulate you. Another way that I knew that we were going to reverse was this Heikin-Nashi candles. I'm also really good with Heikin-Nashi candles, and I understand how to read them. And once I saw this yesterday, and then I saw this in the print, I'm like, okay, all right, yeah, we're definitely going down. As you can clearly see, it's a perfect reversal. Reversal right here. Heikin-Nashi doji reversal, doji reversal, doji reversal, little doji reversal. It's the perfect reversal indicator. Yeah, it's not, you know, the best. It's pretty good. Like if you know what you're doing with the Heikin-Nashi candles, you can see things. And when I saw that, I'm like, all right, okay, good. That gives me a little bit more confidence. But I know this video is extremely long, guys, but I gotta keep it going. On Monday, coming up next week, I'm back to programming, back to work, what I'm doing. I have more confidence now in my strategy more than ever. So, all right, guys, stay safe. Peace.